Hey, what's up? What's going? Oh wow. Hey, what's up? What's going on, YouTube? So today, I wanted to bring this to you because I finally got my computer working. I had to swap the motherboard and change the battery because of the voltage issues that my PC suffered from being used in the United States. Once I got here in Barbados, um, there was an issue. The PC would come on and would go off. But I got the computer working. I got my studio back together. I got everything working now, and all I'm gonna bring you guys now, honestly, is content. It might not seem like it's content, but hopefully we get a few new people in here where we can discuss. Yeah, I know I'm right by the road, so you're gonna hear a lot of background noises. But yeah. So we're gonna have some people coming through. Hopefully, my homeboy, I can probably get some time with him. We could talk, have a conversation, discuss some matters which we were talking about previously off camera, which I would like to talk about on camera because I had to do so much catching up. I've missed out on so much with people and their lives back here in Barbados, but it's kind of strange to me, like the atmosphere once I got here and I saw how people change, like how people have grown up, people have matured, and people have done what they've always done before. So today I just want to bring you guys this video which I saw. It was like 2 weeks now. It's been plaguing me because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, all right, so we go through this. We as men, we go through this no matter what. All right. I'm gonna drop it on you guys. Hopefully, you guys can see what I mean. I know a lot of women are not gonna see it that way, but men have to understand. Like, this is like there's no. This is it. All right. So this video came out like 2 weeks ago now. It says mixed reactions as government encourages Bajans to have bigger families. Now it's okay to have so many kids, because I mean, like, a lot of the guys that I've caught up with, that these guys have big families, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know. Like, I was just amazed at one of my guys. He said he got like 5 kids. I was like, what? Like, I'm here in my head, I'm thinking like, wow, how does this happen? But shit, it's just something we all love. We love, you know what I mean, women. And with women, you have kids, you create a family, you start life. But it's good to see that most of these women now that were kids when I left here are now grown people, and we all suffer the same issues. We all go through the same things. Like, you back here, like, if you got a job, and I've heard this is me, information which was given to me from people I've spoken to, right there on the corner too, like on my block. Like, we talking about jobs, and we talking about how to find jobs and different information we was talking about on the block. So homeboy told me, like, he has this job, and I noticed this two separate times, two separate people, two different times. They told me, like, yo, I got hired at this hotel, I got hired at this place, and it says I'm supposed to work from this time to that time, but my hours got cut, and sometimes I have to find another way home, because it might have said from like 10 to like 6, or 10 to 5, or whatever it was. His shift was the overnight. So he was like, yo, well, sometimes if I have to leave early, then it's gonna mess me up, because then I don't have transportation back and forth. And I was like, oh shit, damn, yeah, that is true, right? But I also based it on the fact that, like, they're cutting hours, or like, they're not you're not getting enough hours when the week come. Some places have different job essentials, and I understand, like, I don't need to labor on my clock, I gotta send you home. I can understand that, but you then have to say to yourself, like, yo, like, how's this person gonna get home? How's this person think? And I promise it's not cheap. It's not cheap, having kids. And then every day you're paying transportation, you're paying for this and you're paying for that. So I'm just gonna let homegirl speak a little so you guys can dissect what's going on, and we can dive into this a bit more. All right.
First, they have to look at better paying jobs because nobody ain't going to get children are working for underpaying jobs because how you going to support them? You can't feed them grass and everything is expensive. Like school, I have to, and I'm definitely not getting any more because school things alone is very expensive. Uniforms, to be exact. So if they want more people, more children in the economy, better paying jobs.
Everything these days is expensive, so surviving on your own is a lot. So when you factor in a child, then it becomes that much more expensive. So unless you could address the cost of living some way, I don't know another any better incentive.
I don't think there's nothing the government can do to encourage me to have any more children. To me, it's just, I guess, having a village, having somebody there to help, I guess, support you. Not mainly financially, but, just, help take care of your children.
A lot of people are financially struggling at the moment. I need a lot of assistance. I remember a time back, as a youngster, my father would be filing for his income tax, and I will hear that you will get money for your return filing for a child or children, whatever the case is. Of recent years, I was told that was removed when you're filing. I'm a tax filer also right now. I now got an 11-month-old daughter. So you had benefits for parents that were removed and make it much more difficult for fatherhood or parenting in general.
With our salaries, not all of we got fathers for children. Fathers might not be working, but we just need a little help with like Pampers and the different stuff and then school stuff. So I would just say like an allowance for children, like per child. That's all I can say right now. And then the affordable living, the living a little high.
Cost of living is way too much, way too high right now. So it makes no sense trying to racking up children like that all the time. So in my opinion, cost of living, nah, not really.
Job security is different than it was before. Even I hear that even certain jobs with the government are not as secure as before. So I think that secure job opportunities are needed for us to feel comfortable because it's all about stability in the end. So I think that's where the direction should really look to go into.
Okay, so I heard it, and this is true. This is something that you don't know before you have kids. All right, a lot of families now are experiencing it, and the lack of jobs, and not only in the my neighborhood but around the island. There's a lot of lack of jobs, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The government does its thing. It does its thing, but I feel like it could be better. It could be a bit better in the fact that, like, supporting families and giving families like vouchers. Like, say you got, I don't know how it's done, but in the United States you can go apply for BIC, get some things to help fund the babies and stuff like that, to as an upcoming family for a few years. But here in Barbados, from jump, you on your own. You got to make sure this is done. You got to make sure, you have enough money for the baby, for Pampers, for milk, all the stuff. You have to have the money. And in order to get that money, some people are not, staying to these jobs and in these positions, which I should say, or I would say, these high earners on the island make or have. It's seldomly given away for free. You'll notice that in different companies as well. You go to the bank, you see a bank teller here, bank teller there, and how long they've been being a bank teller for like most of their lives, because that's all they know, that's all they're doing. All right, and nobody's gonna push them out of that spot. Nobody's gonna say, well, hey, I want your job, and I want to take your job. So, what am I gonna do? And you got to find some way to get this money. Where's all this money coming from? The government, if the government can give away so much land and pennies on a dollar, they should be able to provide a family aid program for growing families and families that are upcoming. I know it provides housing somewhat, but still I feel like it should, and this does. And I haven't even got started on the cock tax. But anyway, this is something I wanted to talk about. So, tell me how you feel. Tell me like you feel if, the government has a right to enforce, or because the population is dropping, should I go out there and have more kids, which I'm not capable, or, she might not be capable of supporting, and then it just puts a burden on my back where if I can't pay, I know after a while they're going to come for me. Like the government is going to want their money. They're going to send the police to come get me, and they're going to take me to court. And because I don't have the money for court, I don't have the money to pay for the child support, I'm going to be placed in jail. What can I say? What can I do? So it's a lose-lose situation. You're having kids with all these women and you're moving around. You got to stay on your hustle. You got to, be on your approach. But the government should not have a right to enforce, or even speak about, the population is dropping, so we want y'all to have more kids. Come on now. You gotta give as much as you get. You're not giving nothing at all. So that's all I wanted to say. If you feel a way about it, leave a comment. If you don't, let it fly. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. Stay